Hey guys, I hope you all are doing very well. I am doing very good with my new mic today, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about a topic which is a bit different from my usual topics. But in my world, self improvement also includes getting good grades and passing all the tests that you're supposed to pass. So, here I am today with this video. Now, before I get into how to pass all your exams ever in your life, let me tell you why you should be listening to me for this, and why I am a credible source for you guys to be bringing you this information. Well, I think I am a credible source, at least for how to pass your exams, is because I have passed every exam in my life. Yes, I have never failed any exam ever, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm just trying to show you that I'm a credible source and that the information that you get here, you can actually apply it to your life. I am someone who watched 4 videos before appearing for my TOEFL exam, and I still ended up scoring 108 on 120. I am also someone who scored 100 on 100 in sociology in my 12th boards, even though I still don't know how I did. I am also the same person who attempted, I think, 85 marks worth of exam, my English exam in the 12th grade, and I ended up scoring a 92. So yeah, I seem to be quite a credible source for this. And what I'm bringing to you is just basic common sense tips. It's just basic smart studying tips that anyone can follow, whether you're in university, whether you're in school, or whether it is anything else that you're appearing for a test for. Now, without wasting any more time, let me just get into it. And the first thing that you should be doing in order to pass all your tests is stop worrying about passing your tests. Now, that might seem like a given, but a lot of the times, and I am guilty of this, a lot of the times we end up stressing out so much over an exam that we actually end up wasting a lot of our energy and time over that worrying and tension. So, the first thing that you should be doing is that you stop worrying about your exam. The wind agrees clearly, and the second thing that you should be doing in order to pass your exams is you study the test. Now, this one is the most important thing. This is my go-to. This is the main principle that has helped me pass all the exams my entire life, which is to study the test and not the syllabus. Now, you would be very naive to actually listen to your teachers and the administration when they tell you that study all of the syllabus and study everything that there is inside the course if you want to score good marks on your test. And you should study all of that if your end goal is to learn. But if your end goal, which right now is what we're talking about, is to just pass the exam, then you need to be focusing on studying the test. Now, what does studying the test mean? Studying the test means that you study what the examiner really wants you to write in that paper, what the examiner is looking for, and what actually they are evaluating. How you can study the test? Well, there are a couple of different ways, and you will have to interpret it depending on your specific situation, but I'll give you a few examples of the things that I have done. Is that usually for any exam, now say for example it's your university exams, there will always be previous year question papers. Yes, all of you guys know who I'm talking to. Well, previous year question papers are a blessing to all of us, and if you are even a little bit smart, or if you have even a little bit of common sense, you can quite clearly figure out a pattern throughout all the papers. So, once you figure out the pattern of the paper from all the previous year question papers, you would know that these many questions will be coming. These many questions will be 2 markers, 3 markers, 4 markers, 5 markers, and so on and so forth. Now, how much marks will be allotted to a specific question will decide how you're supposed to write that answer, which brings me to my second point, which is how to write answers. Now, how to write answers, in my opinion, is the most important thing if you want to score good marks or decent marks or just want to pass in any exam. Now, the way that I have learned how to write answers over the years in this Indian education system is that I would say that always write your answer in clear and defined points. Even if you don't know the clear and defined points in your head, make it seem like you do. When you write your answers in a very systematic way, when you write your answers in a very clean and a crisp way, the examiner who is evaluating your answer sheet will actually be pleased to look at your paper if you've written it neatly. Even if your handwriting is not nice, just write it neatly, leave some spaces, make it pleasing to the eye of the examiner, and he is anyway more likely to give you more marks than he would have if your paper is shabby, if your answers are all over the place, and even if you've written a lot of information but it is not clearly defined. So, I think it is very important to write in keywords, write clear points, and write answers in a very neat and presentable way. Now, coming back to the second point, because I didn't really finish on the second point, studying the test is one point that you can literally interpret in a very deep or in a very shallow way depending on the test that we're talking about. Now, studying the test for university exams would mean reading previous year question papers and figuring out the pattern, and then also figuring out the important questions that have been asked over the years, and that would give you a pretty good overview of the things that you need to be doing just in order to pass. You can put in more effort, read all the important topics, and then go on to read the ones that you haven't read yet in order to score better marks. But this is only for passing, so we'll just stick to that. Now, studying the test when it comes to standardized tests, because like I said, this video applies to all exams whatsoever. When you talk about standardized tests such as TOEFL, such as GMAT, such as the SATs, or anything else for that matter, this point is very, very important and it should be paid attention to. Studying standardized tests is, I believe, half the game in getting a good score on these tests. Why? Because most of these tests are time based. Most of these tests have sections which are time based, and if you just practice doing the test enough number of times, it will, I think, already bring you halfway, and after that is your knowledge and the syllabus that you have. And honestly, the only suggestion that I keep coming back to is that it would be very, very beneficial in any exam if you take out 40% of the time at least to study the test and just look at the test from the perspective of the person who is organizing the test. I feel like that would give us enough insight on what we should be doing and how we should be going about passing an exam. Now, failing exams is, I think, really a very difficult thing to do. Like, you really have to be hell-bent on not doing anything to fail an exam. So, these are the few tips that you can incorporate in order to pass any exam in your life whatsoever. And let me just take this moment to come back to my third point, which was writing answer in points. And I would just like to take this moment to highlight just how important that is. Why I say that is because I have done that my entire life for any and every test, be it a weekly test, be it my semester end examinations, even in tests where teachers have explicitly asked kids to write 2 or 3 sides of pages of answers. I have ended up writing only 1.5 with clear and defined points and scoring almost the equal marks as the ones who are writing 2 or 3 pages. So that is it. That is my contribution to this topic. I hope you guys found that information useful. Do apply these tips and let me know if they turn out to be useful for you in your life. And that is it for today's video. If you like the video, do let me know in the comment section below and leave a thumbs up on the video. Do subscribe to the channel because I will be coming up with more content like this and unlike this. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.